Alright, so today I'm going to do a video that I've been procrastinating to do. So I'm going to take this Nvidia rig that I have, 1080 Ti, 3060, 3060, 3060, and a 3090 and a 2060. I'm trying to keep style, or basically on the video on this rig, and I'm going to now move it over to where we're going to be building our 3090 rig. For the time being, it's going to be this hodgepodge of cards, but eventually, as we get more 3090s in, we'll be replacing these, building a new rig, and putting all 3090s on that one. So you'll just see basically me switching everything over, and yeah, from there. So if you like these videos, do what you guys do best. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and share this out. the reason that I am keeping the 1080 away from the 3090 is, even though I have changed the thermal pads on the 3090 already, because the thermal pads and just how they thermal paste the memory chip on the 3090 is just god awful at the factory. The 1080 Ti runs extremely hot, even as this blower model. The blower models actually do run a little hotter. I'm just trying to keep heat away from the 3090, so I'm going to essentially maybe leave like 2 spaces in between all the other cards from this 3090. And then from there, hopefully that keeps this card a little bit cooler, just because I did kind of go on the cheap end at realizing with the thermal pads, which I'll probably end up getting newer ones and re-thermaling that again at some point soon, but still with these thermal pads, they're better than the factory ones. So that's the reason why, if you guys are watching the video, I'm keeping the 1080 Ti on the exact opposite of the 3090, especially now realizing that I had to take a fan off because the 3090 is just that big, can't fit the entire thing with a fan sitting there. So that's awesome. especially if you're hodgepodging things around. You want to make sure that you have extra. These risers, let's see where we're at. If you can zoom in. Of course, it's not going to want to zoom in right now. Come on, zoom. Here we go. See what model they are. They're just off of Amazon. $40 for about 6 of them. The version ISU 103E. Nothing crazy. They work. That's all that matters. I mean, it's not all that matters. You want to have good quality. But I'm not getting free things from like GQ Rises or anything like that. So these are the ones that I go with on Amazon. There's a reasonably priced. One thing I'd like to make note is just leave room for yourself, because you're going to be having wires go in every which direction. You just need to make sure that you got the room for them. I'm more than likely will need to move these, that's for sure. At all. smart, and I didn't think or game plan this out at all. I have to figure something else out. My original plan of keeping GPUs away from 3090 is probably not going to pan out at this point. I need to, these are going to sit here. That means, actually, probably could go this way instead. Sit in there, but that's still not good. Where would you sit? Basically the question. Probably have a 2060 over there. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So I just gotta move some cards. Not a big deal. I am just destroying this motherboard. Also not a big deal, I guess. Again, have extras. I got a couple extra behind the camera, so. Right. Out. And had I actually put the motherboard in first instead of like reversing what I already had set up, I would have noticed this immediately and would have done something a little different. So once we get all of the 3090s up and running, as we get more in, I'm just gonna have to make a note. No CPU mining. Gotta take the big, take that cooler off. Notice since we're keeping the rig the same, I haven't taken these out. I don't plan on it. I also want to make a mention, one of the guys from the Side Hustle Discord here has these little clips, which I'll show you a little better version of it. Click these guys in. These are amazing, by the way. They keep everything clicked in there. They're easy to make, 3D printed. like it's going to be that way. It makes sense though. It's far enough. So stupid. Well, that's all she wrote. I am going to now move it back to where we were running it. And then at that point, I will, I'll do a little bit more video showing it up and running, but essentially it's everything's set back up again. I have not connected the fans yet. I'm gonna wait until I can get a splitter to connect all the fans and then have them blow the heat or pull the heat off of the rig. Beyond that though, If you guys again liked this kind of content, subscribe, hit the like button, share it with your friends, all that fun stuff. Alright guys, here we are. Bright lights, apologies. Got the server power supply, 12 amps. That 1080 Ti blowing right at you. CPU is mining away. 2060 doing its job. And then the 3090 all by himself out here. He's kicking butt.